The exhibition Alexander Goudie, La Belle Vie, is really inspired by the two studios of Alexander Goudie, the two places where across his career he spent a great deal of time working and which really shaped his artistic identity and his artistry. The first studio was in Glasgow. It was in a beautiful Victorian mansion where we all lived, where the family lived, but where my father had his one workshop, his workroom. And it was an elegant, beautiful, very large room, which might have been a reception room in past days, but which my dad commandeered and turned into his painting headquarters. It had very high ceilings, it was decorated with beautiful cornicing, and it had a set of bay windows that looked out on to Clevedon Road in the west end of Glasgow. So I have two paintings to show you today. They're from my personal collection, they're by my father, and the first image is the view from my father's studio in Arnwood House, our home in Glasgow. So my dad would spend his winters in the studio, normally painting elegant portraits, still lives, and every so often he would turn his eye out towards the street, not going very far. He'd simply turn his head to paint the view that he could see every day from his painting station. And I think this is a really beautiful piece of painterly work. You can just catch the autumn light glancing off the sandstone villa opposite, and there's a slight sheen on the road where one of those frequent Glasgow showers may just have passed, and what we're experiencing here is that flash of sunlight as the autumn rain showers disappear. It's for me a very evocative painting because I used to go into this room all the time and watch my father at work, and he would have been at work on this very palette. So this was my father's painting palette. He designed it himself, and throughout his career every oil painting that he created would have been painted using this work surface, and I have, since I've inherited it, I've continued to work on it myself every day. I've added to the lumps of oil paint, the little mountains of colour that are arranged in a rainbow around the mixing surface, and so for me this is a part of Dad's legacy that is still inspiring me as an artist every day. Now, the second studio in my dad's painting career, this place of enormous inspiration for him, was a villa in Brittany, because we would spend as a family every summer at my grandparents' beautiful villa in Brittany, Villa Kerjan. My mother, who is French, was born in Brittany and grew up not in this house but nearby. And in the 1960s, my grandparents retired and they bought this wonderful house, which really was a kind of fairy tale seaside palace. It was ornamented with beautiful balconies that rose up across 3 floors towards a little pointed roof, which made this particular side of the building, which had a turret, look like a fairy tale castle. And I would spend the 2 months of every summer that we were in Brittany playing on the beach that was situated just in front of the house, whilst my father was probably busy either inside the house or in the garden or on one of those balconies painting the view, the wonderful view that you could see from those windows, which looked out across the water towards another little fishing port opposite called Ile-Tudy, a lighthouse out to sea. And my dad, he painted this view hundreds of times throughout his career, but he never tired of it. Villa Kerjan became an incredible crucible for him of creativity, but a different kind of painterliness, I think, from the work that he would create in Glasgow. This time in Brittany, life was full of exuberance and colour. He lived and worked outdoors all the time, and I think it brought out another side, another part of the creative character of Alexander Goudie. So I hope you'll get a chance to enjoy the exhibition and enjoy the two studios of Alexander Goudie.